Hello Broadway freaks, it's Ben. My camera looks very weird right now, and it's at a strange angle, because I don't actually have a tripod for my phone that can fit on my desk. I bought one just now on Amazon, but it's going to take a while for it to come. And the reason it's like this in the first place is because I'm doing something on my computer. I want to be able to look at you and do the thing on the computer. What am I doing on the computer, you may ask? I am doing a quiz to see how much I know the musical Hadestown. Not 80s Town, as some of my friends always say. Oh, 80s Town, that sounds like a fun musical. A musical where you go back in time to the 80s and you listen to Springsteen, and MTV is still a thing, and all these. No, Hadestown. This is a Buzzfeed quiz. I'll link the quiz itself to you in the description, which is over there. Unless you're watching this video in like 10 years and they've moved the description again like they did 10 years ago, and maybe it's like up there. So go there to the description, wherever it is in your century. Here it is. Do you know everything there is to know about Hadestown? Here's the first question. Which two states did Hadestown debut in? It was in Vermont and then Massachusetts. So let's see if those options are on there. Virginia, West Virginia, Nevada, California, Illinois, Vermont, Massachusetts. Yay! The first production was performed in the small town of Bar, Vermont. I just offended everyone from Bar, Vermont. I probably mispronounced it. In 2006, then toured across Vermont and Massachusetts in 2007. Oh, by the way, there was a crazy earthquake here in LA just last night. I woke up at like 4:30 to this insane shaking I've never felt before. It's the biggest earthquake I've ever consciously felt. And boy, it was, in my dream. I felt like the world was ending in my dream. And then I wake up and my mind was like, oh, it's just an earthquake. Okay. I was like actually relieved because the shaking happened when I was still asleep, and whatever was happening in my dream, I don't remember. I just remember like, oh, I'm going to die. And I was dying in my dream, and like maybe I died and then I woke up, kind of like in the Inception. So maybe earthquake was happy because I wasn't dead, and it was kind of cool. Freaky, took a long time to go back to sleep, and then there were some aftershocks. But that's California for you. What two countries was it performed in before Hadestown moved to Broadway? England was one of them, but I don't remember the other one. So maybe one of them will say England. Because look, if you look up here, if you know, Vermont was one of them, but I didn't know Massachusetts. Well, look at these answers. Only one of them has Vermont, so it would give away the answer. So maybe this one will give away the answer because I already know one of them is England. My brain, it goes so fast. Okay, Canada and England. Good. It was performed at the Citadel Theatre in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada in 2017. All right. Which of these actors has never been in a Broadway show before Hadestown? There's a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff. I didn't necessarily expect this to be the case. All right, Amber Gray, Ivana Blazada, Jewel Blackman, Reeve Carney. Okay, so I believe Jewel Blackman is the only person on here who is a ensemble member. I would assume Ivana Blazada, I know, was in the revival of that show. Stupid me. Gosh dang it. That happened. Reeve Carney was in Spider-Man. So it's either Jewel Blackman or maybe it's like Amber Gray. I'm gonna guess Jewel Blackman. Yes! She stated in an interview that Hadestown was her Broadway debut. Amber Gray made her debut in Natasha Pierre and the Great Comet, Ava Miss Saigon, that's the name of the musical, and Spider-Man. Which two actors have been a part of Hadestown for the longest period of time? Okay, I remember this because I remember listening to the original soundtrack. I think Reeve Carney and Patrick Page, because Patrick Page, the role was, the singing range was like written for him. And then maybe it was Amber Gray. It's either Amber Gray or Reeve Carney. Amber Gray, Patrick Page. Oh, Patrick Page is only one of them. Boom, 4 for 4. And only one of them was a guess. They've been in Hades, Persephone, Off-Broadway. Oh, Jewel Blackman. Oh, okay. I just realized I made a mistake just here. Jewel Blackman is one of the Fates. She was not in the ensemble. She was one of the Fates. True or false? The original Broadway cast recording started off as a concept album. I'm going to say false because I'm assuming what they're referring to is that Broadway cast recording that was on YouTube for a while before they came out with the actual Broadway one in the summer of 2019. I think it was a live recording. So I'm going to say false. I don't really understand what a concept album is. So here we go. No! sad. Anais Mitchell wrote all the songs in 2006 and put them into a concept album that wasn't officially released until 2010. 4-1 is my record. This is where it all goes bad, I'm pretty sure. What is the last performance of the London production of Hadestown best known for? What? Oh, these are all behind the scenes. None of these have to do with the story. Someone breaking their leg on stage, someone bursting into tears right before their solo, a set piece falling during a scene. I'm gonna guess this. Let me try to explain my logic. This seems somewhat common, so that doesn't seem like crazy and out of the norm. Someone breaking their leg on stage, that's just too dramatic. That's like the opposite. It's too insane. The entire chorus forgetting a song doesn't seem very likely. I think a set piece falling during a scene would be right in that sweet spot. So, gosh dang it, I'm not liking this quiz anymore. Oh, okay. 4-2. Which Fate sings the mezzo part in the... Oh, no, I've already established I don't particularly recognize the Fates. I'm gonna guess... Yvette. Oh my god. 4-3. Wow, I was doing so well. Gosh dang it, I was doing so well. What also occurred the day Hadestown made its Broadway debut? An actor's birthday, an actor's anniversary, a national holiday. I'm gonna guess it's one of these, an actor's something. Oh gosh, finally, got one right. Okay, 5-3. So 5-3 is the record. I don't know how many questions are in this, so we'll just see what happens. What's considered the most popular song in the musical? Wait for me. The most covered on the album, has the most listeners, often performed at award shows, and is usually brought up in interviews. Yep. How many Tony Awards was Hadestown nominated for, and how many did it win? I think it was like 8, wasn't it? I think it was 8. Nope, it was not 8, because it's not even an option here. So 10 nominations. And how many did it win? I have to answer 2 questions. So, okay, 8 wins. I think that might be right. Okay, don't get this wrong. By the way, what am I on? I'm on 6-3, right? 6-3? 14 nominations and 8 wins. Let's make it 7-3. Yes, okay, God. I'm so nervous now. Oh, that's it. I am 7-3. You scored better than 79% of quiz takers. You know, technically, I always say Broadway freaks, right? So I focus on Broadway news, and a lot of those questions had to do with like the pre-Broadway or the London cast stuff, like what happened on the last performance, who cried, and this. But I have no excuse for not knowing which Fate was the mezzo. I had no excuse for not knowing which... what else? What were the ones I got wrong? Fate, the performance, and then this one. The original Broadway cast recording started off as a concept album. Well, that I did have an excuse because that doesn't specifically have to do with like Broadway. Hopefully you were doing this as I went along. Let me know what your answers were. Click that subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers. I'm uploading every Tuesday and Thursday now. I'm getting back in the routine. It's happening. And with that said, keep loving Broadway. I'll see you guys next time.